All right, good morning, everyone. Um, my thing is wrong here. It should say the 9th, not the 8th. Um, I'm going to go ahead and change that real quick here, but there is a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for southwestern Bedford County. So this includes Pleasant Grove along Highway 130 West between Petersburg and Highway 64, and then also along 231 South from about the Snell Road um, intersection down to the Moore County line. So we'll go ahead and look at the velocity data here. This warning is for damaging wind gusts that are possible coming out of Murray County and into Marshall County right now. So some of the winds that the radar is sampling out of Huntsville, so we have 56 and 52. There's a 57 right there. So 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts will be possible across southwestern Bedford County over the next little bit here. So here's a good storm track for the worst of the winds here over the next little bit. So it'll be in Mount Herman around 350, Hymesville around 352, Flat Creek around 354, and Ross around 4 o'clock this morning. So there's just some storm track or a little storm track there. So elsewhere across the area, other than the severe thunderstorm warning that we have for southwestern Bedford County, there's just a lot of heavy rainfall and maybe some gusty winds that are moving through northwestern Bedford County. And then there's also a nice little thunderstorm that's popped up over Tullahoma. But again, none of these storms in through here are severe at this point. These are just fairly strong thunderstorms, and I do not believe there is a tornado threat. Okay, never mind. There is a so they did issue a tornado warning. So we now have a tornado warning in effect here for extreme southwestern Bedford County. So this hopefully the warning polygon will show up here in just a second. Okay, so here's the warning polygon for the tornado warning. So we have it in red right here. And this is for extreme southwestern Bedford County, including Pleasant Grove along State Highway 130 here. This is where the rotation is right this second. It's about to come over I-65 at the Marshall-Murray County line. And it is moving southeastward towards extreme southwestern Bedford County. A lot of directions being thrown out here, but the velocity data is fairly good here. I don't know what's going on with the color scheme. There's a lot of weird stuff happening. It's 3 o'clock in the morning here, but there is a tornado warning. So if you are in southwestern Bedford County, which includes Pleasant Grove, along Highway 130 west between Petersburg and Pleasant Grove, you need to be taking your tornado precautions at this time. Now, this tornado warning does not include anyone else in Bedford County up to this point. So if you're in Shelbyville, Unionville, Rover, Bell Buckle, Wartrace, Normandy, even Wheel, you're not included in this tornado warning. This tornado warning is just for the Pleasant Grove community in southwestern Bedford County. And especially over here in Coffee County, there's no severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings in effect. So I'm just going to kind of let this play out here for a little bit. And I have the live sweep going, so we'll keep it going here. and just see how the circulation evolves as it gets closer here to extreme southwestern Bedford County. And I'll answer some questions too. Now, the tornado sirens are probably going off all across Bedford County right now. And there's no reason for them to be, because this circulation is very is limited to southwestern Bedford County right here around Pleasant Grove. So this has nothing to do with Shelbyville or Tullahoma or Manchester. This is strictly for Pleasant Grove. I'll get into the roads here in a little bit once the circulation gets closer. It's not even into Lewisburg yet, so I want to let the circulation kind of evolve here over the next couple minutes. The tornado warning expires in 28 minutes, so we'll be on this one for a little bit. Flat Creek is not under any type of warnings. This is only for Pleasant Grove. No, this circulation will stay south and west of Wheel. So I'm going to turn on the velocity again and take a look. My color table is going a little crazy here tonight. I don't think that the rotation is as significant as it's showing here. I'm looking at it on my radar scope too, and it's definitely not showing as bad as it is here. But that's where the rotation is, where the reason the tornado warning is in effect for this little couplet coming southeastward, and it'll clip just the very southwestern tip of the county. So I kind of highlighted it in yellow right there where the southwestern tip is, and then anywhere in this little shading here along the 130 West corridor in Pleasant Grove, that's where the tornadic circulation is going to be impacting here in Bedford County. I'm going to go ahead and clear that off. If you were in Shelbyville, if you were anywhere but Pleasant Grove, this tornado warning does not affect you in any way. This is specifically for Pleasant Grove, the Pleasant Grove community on Highway 130 West in southwestern Bedford County. If you were not anywhere near Pleasant Grove, you're fine. This is just a run-of-the-mill strong storm here over northwestern Bedford County, and then even over here to Manchester and Tullahoma. This is just a run-of-the-mill strong storm that you would see, anytime during the summer. Now, there could be a severe thunderstorm warning or something pop up here after a while for this portion of the lineup here, but for the time being, we're just focusing on the tornado warning here for Pleasant Grove. Yes, the tornado sirens are going off in Shelbyville. There's no reason for them to be going off in Shelbyville. There is not a immediate tornado concern for the city of Shelbyville. This is strictly for Pleasant Grove. All right, so here is the latest velocity scans here, and there's still a little bit of rotation here on the southwestern side of Lewisburg. And honestly, if I mean, the rotation is moving a little bit further east than what I'm depicting here with the arrow, but it's going to be so razor thin coming up on the Bedford County line. I just don't know if the circulation is really going to impact much of Bedford County at all. Um, it probably will right on the county line there with Marshall County and maybe a little bit of Lincoln County, but it's not gonna do too much for Bedford County in my opinion. Let me check the storm path over the last couple minutes here. So yeah, it might be moving a little bit more due east than south. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on here. And there's another storm that just has blown up in the past couple scans right here over southwestern Bedford County, but this is not the reason why the tornado warning is in effect. That'll be what's coming up over Lewisburg right now. Um, this is on 130 West. So if you are if you're on 130 East, you're fine. This tornado warning is only for 130 West between Pleasant Grove and Petersburg in Bedford County. Yes, if you're off Pickle Road in 130, then this tornado warning is in effect for you, and you need to seek shelter. Um, so if you live off of 130 West here in the Pleasant Grove area, then you definitely need to be seeking shelter. Yeah, there's a pretty good storm going on up here in really all across Bedford County now as the line continues to shift further south and east. Probably some pea-sized hail, maybe a little bit bigger between Decent and Bell Buckle. Um, but other than some gusty winds and heavy rainfall, pea-sized hail, not anything severe at this time north of the tornado warning that we have here for Pleasant Grove. The circulation might have jumped a little further north here. Um, I would like to look at it on radar scope too. Um, so yeah, I mean the circulation did jump a little bit further to the north, but it's also pretty broad. Um, but we do have this circulation that's almost directly over Lewisburg right now, and it's dropping off to the south and east. So it'll be somewhere in this little shaded area here in extreme southwestern Bedford County around Pleasant Grove over the next little bit. But this is not a widespread tornado threat for the rest of us. This is just a quick spin up tornado kind of threat with this particular tornado warning, and this is not a widespread warning for a lot of Bedford or Coffee County. So they continued the tornado warning here. And they almost have it moving due east now instead of to the southeast. So a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Lewisburg, moving east at 45 miles per hour. So it's not moving too slow. So hopefully it'll be out of here shortly. Now, those of you in the tornado warning polygon down here on 130 West, there's a good storm that just popped up, and it's going to drop some heavy rainfall and maybe some pea-sized hail, but that's not the reason why the tornado warning is in effect. You still have the main line here to go through back here. It just come through Lewisburg. So let's look at the velocity data here. So the couplet doesn't look too great right now. It's still in effect, but it's not very tight rotation, in my opinion. This would be a very quick spin up tornado, nothing like anything we saw earlier today. No, if you were in Shelbyville, you're fine from this tornado warning. This is strictly for Pleasant Grove. It'll be south of Tullahoma. This circulation will be south of Tullahoma. This tornado warning is only in effect for Pleasant Grove. So if you are there's just some general thunderstorms going on it everywhere else. No other severe warnings of any kind are in effect. This is strictly a Pleasant Grove live stream for the time being. The only reason I'm live right now is because of the tornado warning way down here in southwestern Bedford County. There's probably going to be some heavy rainfall, gusty wind, stuff like that coming through Shelbyville, but it's nothing severe by definition. You'll probably might have some limbs and leaves and stuff like that fall off the trees, but it's nothing severe, which is good news for everyone else outside of Pleasant Grove. But after this moves through, we're done. So the worst of the storms are, I mean, the end of it's around Eagleville right now. So it'll be out of here within the next 45 minutes for everybody, and I firmly believe that, or at least I can give an all clear by then. I'll go ahead and name off some roads here for the circulation. So even though it's not tightly defined, I'll still name some off for y'all. And it's actually gotten a lot weaker here in the past just few minutes that I haven't been checking on it. So this is going to be extreme southwestern Bedford County. So not even really Pleasant Grove. This is like south, almost into Petersburg kind of stuff here. So we have Sinking Creek Road. There's Pickle Road right there. Coffee Road and Hannah Gap Road. Nat Hollow Road, Blue Stocking Hollow Road, and Sandusky Road are honestly the only few roads that I'm concerned about with this circulation here that's not really strengthening. and there's a Courtner Hollow Road too, and there's Coffee Road as it comes across the top there. So, um, the Weather Service is saying that this line of storms is finally starting to strengthen a little bit, which is not great news. But the tornado threat is still fairly low for everybody, but there could be another one or two severe thunderstorm warnings up into further into Bedford and Coffee over the next little bit. So just stay aware as this line sinks south. I'm going to turn it back to the so we can see the rain and stuff. Let me see why the sirens in it. I don't know why the sirens in Tullahoma are going off. There's no reason. Um, there's there's no reason for that to be happening. Um, I mean, the tornado warning is 20 miles away, so I don't understand why we would need the tornado sirens going off in Tullahoma. But anyway, we're so this is the thing with tornado sirens. I'm going to give a little explanation here for everybody. So the tornado sirens are based off of the county. So whenever even a small portion of Bedford County is put under a tornado warning, then every single siren in the county will go off. So, say for instance, there's a tornado warning way up here in Rover, like way up here, just snips a very corner of the county. The tornado sirens would still go off in Shelbyville because the computer system thinks that the warning is for the whole county when it's only a little box. So that's something that a lot of municipalities and cities across the country have been working on. I know after the 2020 tornado in Nashville, the the EMA office up there actually worked to get polygon-based tornado warning sirens, so the siren would only sound if you were in the tornado warning box. So there are good alternatives to the tornado siren issue, but that's why they go off, is because anytime there's a warning for a small sliver of the county, the whole system sounds. So that's one issue, and tornado sirens should never be used as a source of warning information if you are inside your home. Tornado sirens should only be used if you are outside, you don't have your phone, you are unaware of the weather conditions, stranded, I don't know. But tornado warning sirens should not, or tornado sirens should not be used as an accurate warning system. They are great in some cases. I mean, they do work, but they should not be used as accurate warning systems, in my opinion. So that's my little rant for tonight at 3:35 in the morning. So you're welcome for that. Let me look at this velocity couplet once again here on this tornado warning. Um, the storm is about to exit the warning altogether, so we'll see if they decide to cancel this early. I'm not seeing anything at this point to be concerned about with the tornado warning, so we'll just kind of sit here and wait for the line to clear on through. So again, we have strong storms that are moving through pretty much both counties right now. Um, Small hail, heavy rainfall, lots of lightning, probably some gusty winds, but there is no immediate severe weather threat for most of Bedford and Coffee County. The only reason I'm live right now is for this tornado warning here, and it's about to exit um, Bedford County altogether. And actually, NWS Huntsville didn't even issue a severe thunderstorm warning, so they're going to let the tornado warning expire more than likely. So we're just kind of watching the storms as they move through. Manchester and Tullahoma will probably see it in the next 15 minutes or so. Normandy, it's right on your doorstep, and Shelbyville's about to be on the back end of it here. Yeah, it's just a good summertime storm. Nothing more than that. There's no other warnings in effect besides the tornado warning and the severe thunderstorm warning for extreme southwestern Bedford County. It's just a storm. There's no immediate tornado threat. That goes for everybody. It doesn't matter where you live. It's not looking too impressive. I mean, it's a strong storm, and it could perk up here and there, but well, that wasn't supposed to happen. But yeah, I mean, there's some gusty winds for sure. And could there be a severe thunderstorm warning come out? Sure. I mean, there could even be a random tornado warning, but this is not like a long track damaging tornado threat. This is just a quick spin up tornado, if anything, and just gusty winds and heavy rain other than that. So the tornado warning is it should be about ready to go bye bye here. It's in effect until 3:45, but the circulation is almost completely out of the warning and into Lincoln County, where they aren't even going to warn it. So in Huntsville's weather service is not going to warn it, or it doesn't look like it anyway. No, there's not going to be a tornado in Shelbyville. The tornado threat has already passed through downtown Shelbyville. It's just heavy rain and lightning now. As soon as you start getting that really heavy downpours with this leading edge of the line right here, so like right in through here, as soon as you get through this little leading edge, the tornado threat is almost completely done. There, there's no other concerns, because the wind is going to be coming in from the north. It's going to usher in the cooler air and the lower dew points, and tornadoes do not like that. They want to be in the warm, moist air, and we do not have any more of it to give after the heavy rain and lightning starts. There is not a tornado on the ground in anywhere. I don't know who's saying that, but there's not a tornado warning on the ground. If you are in Unionville, Rover, Deason, Bell Buckle, and Wheel, you can go to bed. Your you're fine for the night. Shelbyville is fine. I'm not giving an all clear just yet, but Shelbyville will be okay. Now there's a lot of heavy rain going on here too, and there's already a flash flood warning. So just be mindful that the waters can rise up pretty quick here, especially with all the rain we got from the storms earlier today. Lakewood Park, you're just give me about 5 more minutes. Yeah, Lynchburg is fine. They're just 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. There's no active tornado concerns in Bedford and Coffee County. The tornado warning that was down here in Pleasant Grove, the circulation has moved off into NWS Huntsville's area. So, Pleasant Grove is fine now. There might be some wind still hitting Pleasant Grove, but the tornado threat is done for in Pleasant Grove. All right, so let me go through this once again for the people that are just now joining here. So we had we have a tornado warning that is still technically in effect for another 2 minutes here for Pleasant Grove. The tornado threat has moved on. There's no other active severe warnings in Bedford or Coffee County at all. And basically, what I was talking about earlier is once you get through the first punch of heavy rain and a little bit of wind right here, right along the leading edge. It's coming into Manchester right now. Just came through Normandy. It's coming through Flat Creek right now. About to come through Ross and Tullahoma. Once you get through that first little initial push of wind and rain on the leading edge of this line, you're good to go for the rest of the night. Like I was saying earlier, the tornadoes don't like the cold or the cooler air and the lower dew points that are ushering in behind this rain. So they're not going to form once that rain and that wind first comes in. So we won't have any other issues this morning once we get through this first little push here. So like I was saying earlier, if you're in Rover, you're good to go. If you're in Unionville, you're good to go. If you're in Deason, you're good to go. If you're in Wheel, you're good to go. If you're in Shelbyville, honestly, I think you're fine for the rest of the evening here. Bell Buckle, you're good to go. Beech Grove, you're good to go. Lakewood Park is fine now. So and War Trace, I think you're good to go too. There might be a little bit of a small hail falling here, but I don't believe there's any reason to be concerned about that. So, yeah, we're marking off communities here pretty quick. This line is really picking up some steam. So there goes the warnings. There are no active warnings for Bedford or Coffee County. This is just a line of strong storms here. They're already removing counties from the tornado watch. So Rutherford County is already getting removed, and so is Cannon County. So, I mean, this is about to be over. It's about to be done. There's just Just heavy rain and a little bit of wind coming into Manchester. Nothing to be concerned about. Sorry, Jessica, I missed your message earlier, but Jack Pickle Road is in the clear. Yes, you're good to go. The leading edge of the line is coming into Tullahoma here right now. So, and then Hillsboro will be the last to see it. I'm checking my stuff out on Radar Scope just to make sure I'm not missing anything here, but the it's not much. It's very electrical down here in the Bedford County, but it's not anything to be too concerned about. Manchester is just getting heavy rain and wind. Whatever you're seeing right now is what you're going to get. Oh, probably just 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts here coming into Tullahoma right now, and the same for Asbury and Hillsboro. Pea-sized hail in Tullahoma. Thank you, Brittany. Where is it now? It's stretching from Morrison down to Tullahoma. So there probably is definitely some pea-sized hail that's falling between Normandy and Tullahoma Rutledge Falls right here in this triangle. But it's not large hail. Just some little hail. Pea-sized hail in Shelbyville. Thank you. Um, there is not a tornado warning for Shelbyville. The tornado watch remains in effect. They just continued the tornado watch, but there's no tornado warnings or anything like that. Thank you, Jennifer. I honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and say that Bedford County is in the clear from the severe weather threat. So if you are anywhere in Bedford County, you're done with the severe weather threat. Is it going to be? Is there going to be a noisy thunderstorm for the next little bit? Yeah, but the the severe weather threat for today has concluded for Bedford County. So you can go to bed if you were in Bedford County. No, the storms will last until about 4:15. Well, I mean, the heavy rain and the lightning, yeah, it'll last for a little bit longer, but the severe weather threat will be done by probably 4:15 because I mean, we just have this little bit of Coffee County to go around Asbury and Hillsborough here in southeastern Coffee County. And the Weather Service did put out a special weather statement, so this is like one step below a severe thunderstorm warning, and it's for 40-mile-per-hour winds. So just like I've been saying, 30, 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts will be possible along the leading edge here, but nothing severe by definition. I believe that the tornado watch was supposed to expire, and for some reason, they put it as in effect until 7 a.m. So I don't know what the deal was with that, but I think it was supposed to be canceled completely for Rutherford County. So I think that was just a small little error that'll probably get fixed here in just a minute. Yeah, there's a little bit of hail falling here. Manchester's might get in on it on the hail here in the next couple minutes, but it's just small hail. It's nothing big, nothing concerning. Yeah, the tornado watch for us is until 10 a.m., but that is so. I'm going to go on another tangent here for a minute. So, tornado watches are issued by the Storm Prediction Center in Oklahoma, and they have conference calls with the various National Weather Service offices across the area to determine, what times the watch needs to be in effect for, stuff like that. But this the watch has to include, like, the watch that we were included in also includes counties way down here into central Alabama, and they're not supposed to get their storms until way late in the morning, probably after sunrise. So for them to be able to be included in the tornado watch, we had to have our end time be at 10 a.m. just to account for the little bit of the watch down here in central Alabama that is the real reason why the watch would end at 10 a.m. If that makes any sense at all. So they're canceling counties out of the watch as this line comes through, and there won't be any more problems for us for the rest of the day. In Lynchburg, there is a you're just going to get some heavy rain and some gusty winds. There's nothing severe for Lynchburg or Moore County. Again, if you were in Bedford County, you were in the clear from this severe weather threat for today. I'm going to put a big old yellow check mark right here. I'll make a post about it here once I get off. But Bedford County is in the clear from this severe weather threat for today. The only thing that I'm watching right now is just the very southern tip of Coffee County along this leading edge. There's some small hail. There's going to be some small hail. There's going to be some heavy rain. There's going to be a lot of lightning after the front of the storms pass, but the severe weather threat, which is what I'm most concerned about, will be done for, and we can all go to bed. I think it's really good sleeping weather when you have the lightning and the heavy rainfall. I enjoy sleeping in that kind of weather, as long as there's no, severe thunderstorms or anything. Yes, we did have some um, tornadoes that touched down, not necessarily in Bedford or Coffee County, but there was a tornado that touched down right outside of Columbia, and then there was another one in um, the Coopertown area up around the Cheatham Robertson County line. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. And then we also had some tornadoes in northern Alabama. I was actually I live here in Huntsville right now because I'm going to school for at UAH for meteorology, and so I'm originally from Bedford County in Normandy, but I'm going to school at UAH, so I'm living down here in Huntsville right now, and the we had a tornado come within half a mile of my apartment complex right after I got off of the first live earlier tonight, and I've never seen wind like I saw. I just got back from a Category 4 hurricane in in Florida back in October, and I'd never seen wind like I saw with that tornado um, in Huntsville just a couple hours ago. So that was pretty insane. And thankfully, I was in a safe place. But the little weather nerd in me, I had to go look out the window every once in a while just to see what was going on. And the wind was really cranking there for a minute. I was actually getting a little concerned, but um, anyway, there were some tornadoes down here, and then in northern Alabama, and then there were at least two here in Middle Tennessee. Might have been three or four. I really don't know the exact number. We'll have to get that figured out over the next couple days as the Weather Service does damage surveys. But it'll it'll just be something we'll have to keep an eye on, and I'll post updates on the page about it. Petersburg is in the clear from the severe weather threat. The only thing that's honestly concerning, I'm putting that in air quotes. You can't see me right now, but concerning in air quotes is just this little hail core coming into Hillsboro. There's going to be some pea-sized hail, maybe nickel at the most, but it's not severe. This is not a severe thunderstorm. It has to be at least quarter size hail for it to be considered severe. Yes, Bedford County is in the clear. If you were in Bedford County, you can go to bed. Manchester, give me about 5 more minutes here. Joseph, this will be the last line. This is round two, and after round two, we're done. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it's hailing like crazy at exit 114. It stretches from Arnold Air Force Base all the way up to Hillsborough Highway there. But it's moving right into Hillsborough, and there's going to be some pea nickel sized hail. Lewisburg is in the clear. You're fine. No, there will not be any other storms this evening. This is actually our last severe weather threat for a good while, from what I can see. Um, I don't even think the next chance of rain is until maybe Sunday or Monday of next week. Fayetteville, you were not uh, in the clear right this second. There's a severe thunderstorm just to your south, but you're not included in the warning. But we're almost done here. Tullahoma will be in the clear in the next 5 minutes here. I'm just waiting for the line to get out of Coffee County before any warnings can get issued on it. it's uh, it's not looking it's not looking like anything will happen here. It's just a good summertime storm. No, Fayetteville's not in the clear. Not yet, anyway. It'll come in just a second. Yeah, the hail core here over. We're about to get a new radar scan here in just a second. And this is how electric this storm is too. Just in this little box right here, which includes a fairly good portion of southern Tennessee, there are 696 strikes in the past 30 minutes. That's very, very electrical. A lot of a lot of very electrical storms here. Dime-sized hail in Hillsborough, thank you. Yeah, this is the hail core right here, um, and maybe a little bit further up, but it's yeah, like right in here, and it's moving off to the east fairly quickly. So it looks like that the Weather Service is going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning here for Grundy County. Um, and it might include far eastern portions of Coffee. Um, but I'm just going to wait and see. And if they don't include Coffee County at all, then I think we're all the way done. If you're in Manchester, for sure you're in the clear. And if you're in Tullahoma, you're in the clear. You're still going to have some heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning, but the severe weather threat is over for Manchester, Tullahoma, New Union, Summitville, Lakewood Park, Noah. Um, so y'all are good to go to bed. If you're in Manchester, Tullahoma, New Union, Lakewood Park, or Summitville, you're in the clear from the severe threat for tonight. You can go on to bed. Yeah, so the new severe thunderstorm warning does include eastern Coffee County, which I'm not surprised by. It's for this little hail core right here. Um, so we'll see the warning box pop up here in just a second. So if I wouldn't be outside if you're in Hillsborough right now. I think if you're in Hillsborough right now, you would be able to tell that being outside is not the best option. But yeah, so there is a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for southeastern Coffee County, including Hillsborough. But this is not a this is a threat that is leaving Coffee County very, very quickly. Um, and by the time this polygon shows up, the storm will probably almost be completely out of Coffee County. If you're in Bedford County, you're in the clear. Manchester, Tullahoma, Beech Grove, Lakewood Park, New Union, Summitville, y'all are in the clear. The only little place that I'm watching here right now is Hillsborough and Asbury, with this severe thunderstorm warning for extreme southeastern Coffee County. Murfreesboro to Nashville is fine. These storms are moving south and east, and Nashville is well north and west of where these storms are. So anywhere north and west of Bedford County, you're fine. Like everywhere up in here, there's a lot of lightning, a lot of rain, but no severe weather concerns. I don't even know if the polygon is going to show up or not on here, but um, we'll look at the velocity data. There's not not anything too concerning in my opinion. Um, oh, yeah, there's the little hail core there, and it's moving off into Grundy County very quickly. Just heavy rainfall and lightning in Estill Springs. Fayetteville, if you are in the city limits of Fayetteville, you're in the clear by now, I would say. Um, this box isn't even going to show up, but I'll show it on. I'll pull it up real quick on here just so people can see. Um, yeah, so this is the severe thunderstorm warning box, um, and it just includes Hillsborough and Asbury here, and it's for the portion of the storm that is almost completely the out of the county. So, and it also says a tornado is possible, but I'm not seeing any rotation in Coffee County. Period. And Manchester is not in this warning and Tullahoma's not, so y'all can still go to bed. Um, I don't believe there would be any hail in Shelbyville right now. Probably got some earlier today, yeah. But it's just light to moderate rain in Shelbyville right now. Yes, if you are in Bedford County, you are in the clear. Thank you, Brianna. So there's the last of the storm coming through, and we'll call this thing done. Oh, you're totally fine, Kelsey. I understand. Yeah, there's Bedford County is in the clear. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give the all clear for all of Coffee County. There's still a little bit of hail, small pea-sized hail to get through. There's a severe thunderstorm warning box that just showed up, by the way, um, and that's for the portion of the storm that's coming into Altamont right now in Mont Eagle. So it's already almost out of Coffee County. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and give the all clear for both Bedford and Coffee, and we can all go to bed. So yeah, I think we're good to go. So thank you guys for tuning in to the late night or early morning edition of the Shelbyville weather severe weather coverage. And again, there's probably going to be some lightning and some moderate to locally heavy rainfall over the next couple hours that could lead to a few flooding issues, but the severe weather threat, the tornado threat, all of that is over. Uh, and I'm giving the all clear for both Bedford and Coffee County. So thank you guys for tuning in this evening, and thank you for your continued support. If you wouldn't mind letting your friends on Facebook know and make sure that you are following the page, I'm very, very close to 20,000 followers. So I think I need like 200 or 300 more to get to 20,000. So if you wouldn't mind telling all your friends about my page and making sure that you follow it as well, so we can get to 20,000. So thank you guys for tuning in, and y'all have a blessed night. Or blessed morning. It's too early. Yeah, blessed morning.